is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards. Yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Set. 60 outlaw. Here we go.
Off the play fake, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Lawrence. Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Ready? 90, Wolf. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. It's complete to Robinson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Ready, ready. 10 logo. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike 8. I'm trying to collect. Mike 8.
on the book. Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. He's going to look deep down the field. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 20-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready up. Look at me. Score. Score. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Here we go. Here we go. 10-2, sir. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
A first down carry for Smith. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
First down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go, 37 to Mike. Mike, 30, go. Here we go. That's it.
They snap it at one. Now it's Jackson. There he goes, left side. The 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
At the 14-yard line.
21, Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Back to pass. Check it back.
They'll run on first down. It's Smith. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
You draw Corkins. Check 13. Check 13. Check 9. Check 9. Shift. Check go.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
To throw is Jackson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Hey. 4 down. 4 down. Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
Throwing again. Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Green Bay.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Spin my up. Observation, there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Right here, right here.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Hustle. The field. Let's get off the field.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 15 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 2nd down, it's Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Charlie, look, squeeze. Kill, turn up. Hey, switch gears. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hey, orbit. Sponge. Leo. Recon. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. Open man is Galladay, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
218, chop it. Rock it. Hey, Delta. Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and this is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds, 44 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete.
Come to mile 1. At 25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. Watch the roll over. At 25 to Mike.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And an alley to run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
In your face. Whip.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Fournette.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Packers.
Ready. 25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. Check right. Check 43.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's got this down to the 35.
Let's go.
13 yards, first down, Packers.
Let's go.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
It's caught here by Adams. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Leonard Fournette, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
Hey, lock it.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. I'm scared. Take 4. Protein spill.
Haywood. Hey, Sam off.
Second and 5. This is caught by Robinson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Watch twitch. Hey, Jet.
On 1st down, Smith. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush would just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 25.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Wide. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
There. Hey, wahoo!
Keep it up, guys. Switch.
Ready?
On 1st down, Lawrence. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. The solid, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they were trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get...
That's caught inside the 20. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. Nope.
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Go!
To throw on second down, Lawrence. And an alley to run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Lions on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Off play action. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
When that ball was snapped, they were counting on it being now a 1-possession game. Instead, the block occurs. That changes the whole mindset for them. And if you're the guys who just blocked it, you're floating off the field right now. Big-time play.
Yeah, big-time play. Could have been a 1-score game. Instead, it stays 2 scores. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Here we go now with Smith. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Ito Smith, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for the Lions, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.